Today we will be starting the module 1 of human resource management. As you all know, in your 5th semester this year you have this subject of human resource management, which is a very crucial subject. And we will get into the introduction part, then we will get into the definition part. um, Firstly, what is human resource management? We have two key points over there. First one is strategic approach to managing people in an organization. We all know that in an organization people are very important. Without people, or without human power, or without um manpower, an organization is unable to work, right? Whatever we do, whatever work should be done, be it clerical work, be it any medical work, especially in a hospital, human resource is very very important. Next is people are assets. That means assets. What is an asset? That is very valuable to a company, or that is something very valuable for an organization. So here it is said that people or manpower is treated as assets, which is ultimately the motivation. Why is people considered as an asset? Because people or a manpower or a human being who is working in an organization brings motivation, brings his or her personal skill and performance, so that the organization can go to a successful place. The person who is working in an organization is putting his everything. He or she is putting his best performance to showcase his or her performance, which is at the end of the day helping to succeed the organization. Next is, if we slide on to the next slide, the next slide is definition of HRM, that is definition of human resource management. If we talk about definition, what we can say, in today's dynamic business environment, organizations recognize that their most valuable asset is human capital. As I have already mentioned, that human capital is very very important. And if we stand in 2025, in the 21st century, where AI or the artificial intelligence is going at its peak, it's emerging like anything. The emotional quotient that comes from the manpower or the human capital is very very important, especially if we talk about hospitals. In hospitals, what happened? We have to talk to the patient party, we have to talk to the patients, so there should be a humanly touch over there, right? So the people who are serving those patients or serving those patient parties should also be given a particular human touch. So that's why proper people should be recruited. We will get into what is recruitment, what is selection, and all those stuff. But for now, we can say that the human capital who contribute through their knowledge, skills, and motivation is managed efficiently and effectively for the organizational success. And next is the next point, as I have just told, that it focus on efficiency, effectiveness, and goal alignment. There are two types of goal alignment when we talk about this definition of HRM. One is personal goal alignment, and the other one is organization's goal alignment. If a employee is working very hard, if a employee is true to his or her organization, at the end of everything, the personal alignment will somehow be the organization's alignment also. Okay, so next slide, what we can see is, wait a second, core components of HRM. In core components of HRM, we are getting few points. Let me read out the point at first. That is planning, recruitment and selection, training and development, performance appraisal, compensation and benefits, employee relations, health, safety, and welfare. Very, very important. So, HRM is composed of few core points. Among them, the number one is planning. Human resource planning involves forecasting an organization's future manpower needs and devising strategies to meet those needs efficiently. Before doing anything, we have to plan. If we are planning to organize a event, for example, we have to plan which guests are we going to invite, when will be the date of the event, what will be the objective of the event, what will be the impact of the event. So in that way, before recruiting anyone, or before understanding that which manpower we will be needing for the organization, for which purpose, proper planning should be done. Next is recruitment and selection. What is it? It involves attracting and selecting the right candidates who fit the job role and the organizational culture. After the planning, suppose we have planned that in our hospital we will be needing 100 doctors, we will be needing 200 nurses, and we will be needing 50 to 70 management staffs to run the whole hospital. Next, the step will be recruitment and selection. Obviously, we will be recruiting from the market the best ones who can serve the purpose and who can serve the role that our hospital needs. After the recruitment and selection, the third point we are getting is training and development. That, what does that mean? After we have recruited the people, or the human capital that we need for our organization, we have to train them so that their skills develop and they can develop themselves, or they can train themselves according to the need of my hospital, or according to the need of that particular hospital from where the recruitment has been done. That is, we can say that human resource management ensures that the employees receive the necessary training to improve performance and advance their careers. The fourth point is, after training and development, is performance appraisal. Very, very important. This component involves evaluating employees' job performance and providing feedback to help them grow. What is that? Like, suppose I have taught you something. Obviously, after 1 month or after 2 months, I will take a test of yours, right? So, to understand that how much you have understood or how much you are skilled. In that way only, after giving proper training and development, performance appraisal is being done, and after those performance appraisal, after analyzing the performance, it is seen, and according to their performances, according to how they have performed the whole time, how they have done their own work efficiently and effectively, on that depends the performance appraisal. Next is the fifth point is compensations and benefits. Ensuring fair and adequate remuneration, bonuses and non-monetary benefits is a major part of HRM. What is that? After their performance is analyzed properly, it is seen that proper compensation should be given to the employee, so that they keep motivated in their own job, and they perform more skillfully in future. And it can be monetary compensations, and it can also be non-monetary benefits. The next one, the sixth point that is considered as the core components of HRM is employee relations. Human resource management fosters positive relationships between employees and management, often dealing with disputes, grievances, and negotiations. Okay, so employee relation is depends on how the human resource management is managing the whole thing. Okay, if the relationship between the employees are not good, that means the working place or the environment where the employees are working is not good. If that is not healthy in nature, it becomes very difficult for an employee to work in an organization where that employee is not getting the free space to think, to perform at his or his best. So, to maintain a good relationship between the employees, human resource management also plays an important role. The next and the last point is health, safety, and welfare. Creating a safe and healthy work environment is a key function of HRM. Obviously, physically, mentally, in both the ways, to create a healthy healthy environment. Suppose if we talk about an organization where there is no sick room, or where there is no possibility of getting an emergency doctor, it becomes a very high risk for an employee to work over there in that organization, because health can deteriorate at any time, right? So when a person is unhealthy, that person needs immediate effect or immediate treatment, uh, so that the physical health part has to be taken care of in that way, as well as the mental health part also, as I already told you, and it has already been discussed in the previous point, that when a employee is going to work in an organization, that employee should have a positive environment and a nice environment to work with. Okay, so our next slide which we will talk about is objectives of HRM or human resource management. The number one is organizational objectives. Unlike other management systems, or unlike any department of any organization, human resource management also contributes to some objectives. Okay, so among them the number one is organizational objectives. Here it is written, in organizational objectives there is goal alignment and productivity. When we are talking about human resource, we have to think about three main things. The number one is organization, right? The organization for which we are working, for which an employee is working, and what as an employee I am putting into, so that my organization faces success, so that my organization goes in a good way. Okay, so an organization always have a goal, right? So what am I putting in so that the goal is achieved more fast and more easily? That comes under the organizational objectives. If we say in different points, we can say the number one point under organizational objectives can be framed as to ensure workforce aligns with the company's goals, and number two is improve productivity and efficiency. Next objectives is for the employee. Okay, if we are talking about objectives, we are mentioning organization and we are not getting into employee, that is very unfair, right? So good employee, if organization is consists of good employee, productive employee, the organization will automatically rise to what where they have like decided to rise. So the next point is employee. Under employee objectives, so what are there? Number one, the very most important thing, offer fair treatment and growth opportunities. We will talk about the more about this in details in the next slides, but to be very precise, it can be said that fair treatment should be done. uh, if an opportunity is given to a male employee, that opportunity, the same opportunity should be given to a female employee as well. The gender should not be a constraint. Okay, if a particular opportunity is given to a particular religion, a people of a particular religion, or the employee of a particular religion, the same thing should be done for the other employee as well who is coming from a different religion. That fairness should be there. And the next one is provide job satisfaction and career advancement. There should be scope that the employee can also grow in that organization, and if an employee grows properly, he or she will be mentally satisfied, and obviously their career will advance. The third objective is said to be as societal objectives. Under that, we can say the number one point is ensure ethical labor practices. Ethical practices should be there, right? As I told you, like the ethically, the decisions that is made from the organizations should be very true and very lawfully correct in the society as well. And number two is promote equal opportunity and fair employment. As I told you that fair employment should be there. I'll take people only from a particular religion, I'll take people from only a particular gender, I will not recruit people who is fair skinned, or I will not recruit people who is black skinned. These racism things should not be there when I am talking about human resource, or objectively human resource management. So in the next class we will be continuing the next slides. Thank you.